Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking to you. I'd like to welcome all of you aboard my flight. A flight that is promised to take you high, way high up in the sky.
What's up, Kane Nation? We back in the building again. I know y'all like, what a Coach Be Coach podcast. We right here on it. But we only featuring Kane's Talk, baby, and this is Kane's Talk Live. So make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button as well as notification bell as you come on in. Also, we are streaming this on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter, aka X. So if you're on X and you can see this or hear this right now, please share this amongst your Twitter followers and fans, and we're going to make it happen, man. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Happy New Year. If you haven't talked to you, heard from you, whatever the case may be, we will open the phone lines as well. We're not going to be on here too long tonight. I know I always say that, but I'm going to stick to it. And the reason being, because we're going to go into the locker room, a.k.a. the Discord, and we're going to break down this Ole Miss tape. I know somebody asked me for that earlier. I was supposed to do a Sunday. Had some technical difficulties with my phone. I think I got that straight now. But anyway, long story short, we're going to jump in there and we're going to break that down, man. So make sure if you're not part of our Discord, make sure you go ahead and join in there right now and make it happen. Anyway, let's get into this deal, man. 71 and climbing in the building. Appreciate you. Make sure you, again, go ahead and hit the like, share, subscribe button, and notification bell. Let me do a quick little roll call right quick. We got OG Kane in the building. He said, yo, what's up with you, baby? How you doing? Juan Manuel, Coach Hayes, where Miami Portal QB at? I'm mad as hell. I'm not taking this anymore. Who does want to be the next Cam Ward or Carson Beck? I guess Sorby out here, Chatty Cat. I don't know what you're talking about, Juan. Appreciate it. Liam in the building. What's up, baby? Your package is in the mail. You should be receiving it, man. Appreciate you. If y'all don't know, Liam kind of went viral on here for committing to the University of Miami in the class of 2034. He called in. We got a short on it, so make sure y'all check that out on the channel also. Stoker, Happy New Year. Happy Year. I love that. Go Canes. Appreciate it. We love Sandworm. All right, the Juice says, put me in, Coach. Man, what position you want to play? Huh? Let's go. You ain't playing the GB. What's the GB, Coach? Get back. You don't playing no get back. Max in here. Let's go. Jordan Poole. Yo. Last time we heard from you, Jordan, you was at WWE around this thing, man, jumping off the turnbuckle. Get up out of here. I bet Coach late. Man, I only be late because you say I'm going to be late. Get up out of here, man. Go Canes. Much love. Canes for life. What's good, Canes? Appreciate you. Poole in here laughing it up. All right, NY Little, another member. What's good, Coach? I'm good, baby. Hall of Fame. Appreciate you. Shout out to Coach Hayes and his cane juice. Ha-ha. We never without it, baby. Hold on. That thing biting too, Jason. Liam, you might be a little bit too young for the cane juice. We're going to get you some Cane's orange juice. How about that? Are you coming to Arizona? Jason, unfortunately, no. Man, them plane tickets was out of the easy. Man, I tried to look at these tickets, boy. Them tickets had a comma in it, if you know what I'm saying. A comma. My gosh. All right, here we go to get through some of this. Chris Bradford says, Coach, we bike. Haha, I love it. Oh, you'll be at the game, Jason. You got to give us the report, man. Make sure you call in on the post-game show. South Coast Kane in the building. What's up with you? Drew, I ain't worried about no Ole Miss. We're going to definitely talk about it. And who else we got here rolling through here? Larry Smith, appreciate you. AVO Entertainment, 0-4 in the Fiesta Bowl, time to get a win. Okay, glad you brought up that little stat. And Falconer, natty tickets at the Rock are insane. Listen, hey, Falconer, I don't know if Coach going to be in the stadium, but I damn sure going to be at the stadium. I'll put it to you like that. I don't know if I'm going to be in the stadium, but I'm damn sure gonna be at the stadium. I can tell you that I might have sit at somebody's tailgate and watch the game from outside. But man, let me tell you something, boy. That's gonna be a straight. It's gonna be straight beat bananas, my man. Straight bananas. Oh my God, straight bananas. All right, let's get into this. Like I said, we're not gonna be here too long because I do want to spend some time in the Discord going over some of the Ole Miss film. We could chop it up in there. You guys be a part of it. Treat it just like, coach going over film. Y'all can ask questions, all that good stuff. Hey, coach, what about this play, that play, this, that, and the third? Let's definitely, we could chop it up. We can pick whatever game y'all want to watch, and we can do that. Smiley says, me too, coach. What you me tooing about? Hold up now. I ain't do nothing, did I? Don't me too me not, Smiley. I always been nice. What you mean me too? Oh, Lord. Oh, coach about to get canceled. Oh, Lord. Well, I might well blame it on the cane juice. You know what Jamie Foxx said? Blame it on the alcohol. Anyway, let's break it down. Let's make it happen. Let's see what we got going here. Let's talk about Oregon, Indiana. Oregon, Indiana played earlier in the year. I want to say it was October. And Indiana ended up winning that game by 10 points. I believe the score was 30-20. Oh, you going to be there at the tailgate? We got to meet up, y'all. We got to find a section. I'm usually going to be on that west side. I'm not sure exactly where, but on the southwest corner of the stadium. That's usually where everybody is. My man X from Caneville always have a big spread out there. He got his own special sauce for his chicken wings and all of that stuff. I forgot what he called it. But yeah, we'll be out there. Like I said, we might be out there all day because it's definitely going to be a night game. So we're going to be out there from sun up to sundown. So we're going to make it happen. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. Appreciate you, Smiley, as always. I know I was just joking. But anyhow, Oregon's taking on Indiana. Indiana did beat them 30-20. I want to say in October it was. And very interesting game between those two. And it is funny. They'll be playing in the Peach Bowl in Georgia. Right? A Midwest and a West Coast team playing on the East Coast. And Ole Miss, Mississippi, and Florida team is playing in Phoenix. Come on, dog. I don't get paid enough to make these right decisions where they could have put those teams here, those teams there, and they give me travel. But hey, who am I? I know those teams got, whatever deals they have with whatever. But hey, who am I? I'm nobody. But anyhow, that's what it is, man. But when I look at Indiana, here's what I'll say about Indiana, and I've always said this: it's hard to beat the same team twice. And I think it is going to be hard for Indiana to beat Oregon twice, although I do think Indiana wins this game. And I looked at that game, went back and looked at that game earlier today. And it was a good game, good fought game. Again, I think it was a matchup Oregon wasn't prepared for. Indiana is a well-coached team. I don't know what kind of magic sauce Kurt Signetti has sprinkled on these guys, but he got these guys playing at a very high level. Outside of Mendoza, unless you're an Indiana fan, shout out to my man Kurt Johnson, used to be the Booster Club president when I was coaching. He's an Indiana alum. Maybe he's listening. But outside of maybe Indiana Hoosier fans, there's nobody on their team that you really can name on their team, right? Mendoza coming in wasn't a highly touted quarterback coming from Cal. Hell, I could look it up right here. I got it right here. They're running back. I guarantee, probably with no stars. Roman Hemby has 1,000. Roman Hemby. Listen to that name. Roman Hemby. Can't none of y'all say y'all ever heard that name in life. Has 1,000 yards rushing right now. Receiver, Omar Cooper Jr., 849 yards. And again, your Heisman winner, Fernando Mendoza, 3,172 yards. Who won the Heisman? Man, these are not phenomenal numbers. 72% completion rate, 9.6 average, 6 interceptions, 21 sacks. Nothing to write home about, I have to be honest. But the dude finds a way to make a play. he finds a way to make a play. When you look at their running back, they have a tandem. And this was crazy. I'm looking at Hemby, who has 1,000 yards, just over 1,000, but Keelan Black has 898 with 40 less carries. So their running game is significant. But the quarterback is the true leader of this team. Fernando Mendoza is truly the leader of this program. And when I look at them, he finds a way to make plays. They do a good job offensively scheming it up. They do a good job offensively formation this thing up. And Kurt Signetti always talks about his philosophy. And the players have bought into this philosophy. So I'm saying all this to say it's hard to be a team that is this put together. Not saying they can't be beat. They definitely can be beat. But Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks got their work cut out for them, in my opinion. Now, some people think, Indiana just a fly-by-night team. But let me tell you this, too. Offensive line is physical. I'm watching them. They physical. They trying to move people off the ball. They understand their assignment, right? Nobody's bigger than a team. And that's what I see offensively. Now, defensively, when it comes to Indiana, they play great team defense. Everybody knows where they're supposed to be, how they're supposed to get there, and when they're supposed to be there. They got some guys who make plays. Sometimes they get caught up in the backfield. I saw Oregon hit them with one down the seam. All right, the safety had bad eyes and looking in the backfield. But for the most part, they play very good team defense. Everybody's getting, and they get to the football. Very rarely you see one-on-one tackles unless it's outside passes on the perimeter. But they do a very good job getting to the ball. You understand? Defensive line. I want people to understand this. This team has put up 42 sacks this season. And we talk about Miami and what we do with the quarterbacks, and we've only put up 49. Not only like saying this, but we're talking about the difference of 7 sacks here. Indiana has 40, I think I have it right, 42 sacks. And they're quiet sacks because their defensive end is not Ruben Bain or Mesidor. They don't get all the pub and the love, right? But they playing on defense, y'all. They playing on defense. Mark my words. It may be a tight and tough game, but I think Indiana comes out with it in the end. Now, on Oregon side of it, they play good defense as well. Dan Lanning, being a defensive coordinator, being a defensive mind, has his defense playing. And his linebackers are the core of their defense. I think their linebackers combined, I think I looked up almost 300 tackles between their linebackers, just short of that. Their top 3 tacklers, Bryce Bodicher, if I'm saying it right, 125 tackles. Theinman, 83 tackles. And Tatui, if I said that correctly, 66 tackles. Right? Aaron Flowers, their other DB, 63 tackles. And Jerry Mixon, other linebacker, 54 tackles. D linemen don't come until 6 into this deal. So their linebackers are key to stopping the run, making plays. Okay? If you can get past that second level, you probably got a good shot. Now, they don't create a lot of sacks because they don't blitz a lot. And they don't have a dynamic pass rusher like Miami has in Ruben Bain or even Mesidor or even Moden or even Justin Scott or even in Blake, right? Where their front 4 can make it happen. I mean, 29 sacks on their defense is not a great or huge number, but they keep everything in front of them, and that's what Indiana has to understand. And they're going to go back and look at that tape and also other tapes and understand they got to keep it in front of them and let their players make plays. When you look at the offensive side of this deal, Dante Moore understands the offense. Dante Moore understands where everybody belongs. I'm looking at him. He check, turn, check down, throw it. Boom, make it happen. If it's not in front of him, turn, check down, right in front of him. And he will take the check down. Now, something he is not is a runner. I think he might have a total of 100 and some odd yards rushing. Let me see what he has rushing. Not even, bro, he's 184 yards rushing on 68 carry, 2.7 yards a rush. 2.7. So nobody's worried about his legs. And this is where I think Indiana gets the edge defensively. Dante Moore can't get out of there. He can't make it happen like Chambers can. He can't make it happen. He's a kind of stick in the mud type guy, right? I even think Carson Beck got a little more wiggle than Dante Moore personally. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Sorry about that. Cane juice biting him made me sneeze. But anyhow, I don't believe Dante Moore has that capability to extend plays. If it's not there, he's in trouble. Now, he can move. Don't get me wrong. He's not like just dead leg. But there's no fear of him taking that thing, not even 60, even 30. Okay? He can make the throws. He understands where the guys belong. Him and his receiving core do a pretty good job. They wouldn't be here if they haven't. However, on offense, when you look at them, there's not one dynamic receiver. They all get the ball, right? Look at this. You got Malik Benson with 696, right? Keon Sadiq, 531. Jeremiah McClennan, 493, right? DeCorian Moore, 469. And at tight end, 427 yards. So what I'm trying to get people to understand is that Dante Moore knows how to spread this ball around. So you can't just key on one guy or just double one guy. You got to try to find the tendency. Who does he like to hit on what particular down, what particular distance? If you can do that, you can definitely keep them under wraps. And Oregon is not a high-scoring, high-powered program either. Now, they're not throwing 70 up on you like that, in my opinion, when they face good talent. But at the very end of the day, those two programs, in my opinion, they match up well, but a little bit different. And it's very similar to the Miami Ole Miss, which I'm going to get into. Give me 1 second. I see you in here, Dub. Let's talk about Miami. Let's talk about, God dang, y'all some spoiled brats. And I'm sick of it. Mother, shut it up. Let Coach do his thing. This is why I'm your favorite coach, if you understand me. All right? So, now, I should go to a commercial break on you. I ain't even got no commercials. Commercial break. Oh, yeah, commercial break. You could sponsor this show right here. Call Coach Hayes at 862-799-9956 or email me at coachhayesfootball@gmail.com. Yeah. All right. Now, after that commercial break for Doug, let's talk about Ole Miss. Let's talk about Miami. Ole Miss, everybody saw what Trinidad Chambers did, and he's not named after Trinidad James, all goal everything. He's named after Felix Trinidad, is what I heard. But anyhow, we saw what he did. A lot of Cane fans have been concerned in regards to him getting around, moving around the pocket, making plays happen. Of course, that's definitely a concern. However, Miami has done a phenomenal job with those types of quarterbacks. I think we've done a phenomenal job with our gap integrity, with our blitz lanes, with our pass rush lanes, and all that other stuff. Okay? And so when you look at Miami's defense, which I'll get to that in a second, we do a good job keeping those guys on the wrap. But let's talk about their run game for a second. Their entire run game goes through Kewan Lacey and Trinidad Chambers, right? They are the top leaders in rushing when it comes to them. When I look at them right now rushing the ball, between the two of them, Kewan Lacey has 1,464 yards. Trinidad Chambers has 520. The next running back has 179. 179. Kewan Lacey has 295 carries. Trinidad, 128. The next dude has 29. So those two right there are the true ground game for Ole Miss. Kewan Lacey got 23 touchdowns on the ground, bro. 23 touchdowns. So, in my opinion, that's where you have to stop. You got to stop the run game first. Between those two, we have to be disciplined with our zone reads, quarterback pulling it, understanding that stuff, right? God, dog, E. Brown, My bad, man. I'm allergic to the bull crap. As soon as you came in, I started sneezing. Anyway, I hope he ain't got that 19. I might have that 20. Keep playing around. But anyway, this is why I got to stay out the comments, y'all. Stay focused. Stay right here. Stay right here. But anyway, with that being said, I believe Miami Hurricanes have to stop the run game. When it comes to their pass game, Harrison Wallace has 894 yards. But again, to me, that's not necessarily a threat. I think they're very similar to Oregon, where they spread the ball around. Harrison Wallace, 894. DeJon Stribling, 734. Deuce Alexander, 666. DeQuan Wright, the tight end, 571. And Caden Lee, 568. So a lot of these guys get the ball evenly. One thing about Trinidad Chambers, he doesn't have that favorite guy, right? Kind of like Carson Beck and Malachi Tony. They got the 1-2 punch, the Batman and Robin. You choose who's who. But when it comes there, we have to be disciplined on the back end, and we have to know how to plaster. What does that mean? Plaster means when the play breaks down, the quarterback gets out the pocket, we have to make sure that we stick to our guy, plaster to him. Stick to that guy and make sure we don't give up plays being greedy, right? Make sure we don't give up plays being greedy. Now, I will say this. We're going to have to bring additional pressure. We can't, from Miami's standpoint, just bring 4. I don't think our 4 can run with Trinidad Chambers up front. I have to say that. I know it's going to sound crazy, but just follow me. I got to stay out of the comments. That's funny. We're going to have to bring additional guys, and we're going to have to disguise guys a little better. I'll say this. Last week against Julian Sain, we didn't have to disguise as much because he wasn't so much a threat with his legs as much as Marcel Reed from Texas A&M or even Trinidad Chambers going here, or even as what's his name? Byron from USF, those kind of guys. So we're going to bring guys from different areas. You got to bring guys off the corner. You got to show Keontae Scott and bring a guy somewhere else. You got to keep Trinidad Chambers off schedule. If you keep them off schedule, it's not a problem when they have to pass the ball. But we got to be gap sound, gap integrity when it comes to the running game. I'm telling you, it can hurt us. It can hurt us, okay? It can definitely hurt us if we don't watch it. Also, their defensive line, in my opinion, is not very strong. It's not very strong. I think their interior is pretty good. But as a whole, not very strong. Off tackle, I don't know if we could pound the A-gap, E. Brown. I don't know if we can go to Pound Town on the A-gap, E. Brown. We might have to go to the C-gap or the D-gap. We got to work off tackle. Up front, I have to be honest, and y'all, much as I love, shout out to my man Brockmeyer, he going to have a battle in that middle. He going to have a battle. He is going to have a battle. Y'all trust me on that. And again, they are a team that don't get to the quarterback extremely well either. When I look at Ole Miss sacks, they only have 29 sacks on the season. So them getting to the quarterback, I think we're going to hold up well. I'm not worried about them sacking our quarterback. We're talking about running the ball, running the football off tackle. We got to be able to pull those guys, get off tackle, stretch this thing outside zone. We can even hit some of the jet sweeps, but we got to be able to do that. What else do I? Interceptions. They only have 8 interceptions on the year. Hell, Bryce Fitzgerald got 6 by himself. So I'm not worried about them intercepting the ball. I'm not worried about, everybody had this thing about Carson Beck throwing the ball to the other team. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. Right? What I'm worried about is we make sure that we maximize plays when we can. We got to be able to get great yak yards after the catch. And when we're in the red zone, we have to be able to walk out of there with points. We have to be able to walk out with points. I would love touchdowns, but a field goal would be okay. We can't do what we did before where we get to the 30 and end up at our own 45, having to go for it on 4th and 12 or 4th and 13 and get nothing out the deal. Okay, we got to find ways to go forward and kick the ball, definitely score touchdowns when we can. Okay, we have to be able to do that. When I look at Ole Miss, another thing that scares me, I hate to use the word scare, concerns me might be a better way to say it. Another thing that draws concern for me is the no huddle or the hurry up. They have a tendency to do a great job with their no huddle hurry up offense. And we have to find ways to rotate people. Now, I know we want to keep Ruben Bain and those guys on the field, but I'm going to tell you this. If they come out with the hurry up offense and we get winded, we got to be able to find ways. And this game, I've heard this. I can't confirm this, but I've heard this. Ruben Bain has washed people off like, no, I got it. He's got to be a team player with this right now. He's got to be a team player. And it showed last week against Ohio State when he was suffering. He was on the sideline. Even coming after a timeout, he was taking deep breaths. All right? I know we want to win it all, but you got to be able to trust your teammates in this situation. Because when they hurry it up, inside source tells me the reason they can go so fast because they have one-word offense. Blue, 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 blue. Everybody knows what blue is. You don't have to tell the O-line. You ain't got to tell the receiver. You don't have to tell the formation. Blue covers everything. Red, 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 red covers everything. White, 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 white covers everything. And usually what happens to defenses, we get stuck in our home set, meaning we get stuck in our base defenses. We get stuck in our base defense. And once an offense knows exactly what you're going to play, they can manipulate that through formation, plays, route concepts, run game, motion, shifts. If I know you're going to do this every time, then I can dictate. Because there's no defense that covers everything. There's no one defense that can cover all 100 yards of a football field. You understand? Not one. There's not one defense. You can play man. Okay, fine. Play man. Chambers running down the road behind you. Play cover 3. Cool. They can work your seams. Cover 2. They can work the middle. Cover 4. They can work your curl to flats. So there's plenty of in your zone sitting in between those linebackers. So there's plenty of things that can do if they can dictate to you. We have to be able to change our defense up even in their hurry up. And all our guys got to be on the same page. So I don't know if Coach Corey Heatherman is implementing that. He's had some time to do it where he can go one-word defenses. Orange, 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 orange means this. Green, 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 that. Black, 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 this. Whatever that is to counter what they're going to do is going to be huge. And that's the matchup that we're going to see right there. Now, I know Ole Miss has some issues right now, according to the news and the media and the coaching staff and LSU and Lane Kiffin want the guys to come recruit and they trying to go on the run for this natty and all of that kind of stuff. That works in our favor. For whatever that means, it works in Miami Hurricanes' favor. I don't know if Charlie Weiss Jr. is going to coach the game. He probably will. But if he does, so what? If he doesn't, so what? We have to be prepared for the unknown. And I know that sounds crazy. Coach, how can you prepare for the unknown? Remember, I always talked about this game as a bunch of what ifs. I've been in games. I've coached games. I've been on the other end of this. You can practice something for an entire week. Hey, guys, when this happens, this is going to happen. When that happens, this is going to happen. And when you go to play the game, when this happened, that didn't happen. When that happens, this didn't happen. That's football. You have to be prepared for the what ifs. You may have to go all the way back to week 3. Find the things they did well that they didn't do in week 9 and 10. They may go back to it. You understand? That's the what ifs. They may go back to it. Go find some of the games that And I remember we used to do this, and I actually got caught like this. You know how you play a team and their opponent is, oh my God, the score is 56-0. You don't really look at the tape because you're like, they running whatever. That's the tapes they'll go back to because they know you didn't research that tape well enough. You get what I'm going? You didn't research when they played, let me see. Ole Miss played, let me go to their schedule right quick. Excuse me. When they played Georgia State or the Citadel, right? They beat the Citadel 49-0. That's the tape you better be looking at. Those are the what ifs. There's something in there, right? Chambers put up 333. Lacey only had 49 yards, but Wallace had 87. Who are the other guys they got the ball to? Those are the guys you got to pay attention to, right? Those are the guys you have to pay attention to. I'm trying to see some of the other games here. They beat Tulane early 45-10, but then they end up playing them again, beat them 41-10. Go pay attention to those games, all right? And you definitely got to go watch that Georgia game, and that's what we're going to do tonight. 862-799-9956. Please feel free to go ahead and call on in. Right now, I'm going to take a few phone calls. We're going to do just about an hour. We're already at the 32-minute mark. I'm going to go right back, and we're going to come right back in to the Discord, and I want to really break down Ole Miss. Unfortunately, I can't break down Ole Miss on here because they're going to block it and copyright me. So that's why I have to do it there. All right. So if you're watching this, please make sure 300 people in here, 305. Oh, clap it up. We got 305 in the building. 305 people in the building. Appreciate you, Ed. Great information. Yes, sir. These are the things that coaches have to go through when they look at down and distance and all this stuff. What do they like to do on first down? What do they like to do to the boundary? What do they like to do to the field? What do they do after turnover, sudden change? What do you do? What does a team do to you, and what do you do to a team? These are things you have to make sure you check out. Let me take a couple as we build a queue. I see Jason from Arizona in the building already. Appreciate it. They said Charlie White Jr. might leave Lane and go to New York Giants. Okay, hey, I get it. All right. Peace. He can leave tomorrow if he want. So they're the Joker. Shout out to the Joker. Their O-line will be tied. They'll be tied as well. I love it. I love it. AVO Entertainment says the right guard and right tackle for Ole Miss are barbecue chicken. Y'all tough right there, boy. Y'all tough. Echo's better than McDonald from Ohio. No, I mean, and that's the 6'8" dude, right? I think he like 6'8" or whatever. And he's a big, tall guy. He batted down 2 passes. I think one of them hit him in the face. He almost caught it. And we know Carson Beck has had some issues with batted balls at the line of scrimmage. So we got to be able to get onto him. Yes. Lightfoot, our linebackers all have to be on point and communicate effectively. Yes, 100%. Speaking of that, and we'll go through this tape. I don't know how well I like, and I understand why they do it. You know, Mesidor dropping in our zone blitz packages. At this game right here, and I don't want to spill the beans too much, but hell, if Ole Miss watching me, then they need to hire me. I ain't going because I'm going to the U, baby. But anyway, I would prefer them move him down interior, not take him off the field or take him out the box. Because here's the thing. If you go look at Jeremiah Smith's touchdown, that was Mesidor dropping to the curl flats. I know why they do it. I understand the whole philosophy and concept behind it. However, he becomes null and void. He becomes ineffective. He's not creating pressure on the quarterback, and he's not in the way of the pass. So you've actually taken a guy off of your defense, and now you're playing 10 on 11. Lightfoot does a better job of it. So bring Lightfoot in to do that. scoop Mesidor into the 3 technique. You get where I'm going now? So he could pass rush, let Lightfoot back out of there. Why? Lightfoot is longer, linkier, plays in space a lot better. Plays in space a lot better. All right. Shout out to Canesville also, man. I was in their Discord today for probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So shout out to all the villains over there, man. If y'all in the building, put a villain in the chat. We're going to open up this phone line. We can chop it up a little bit, and we can definitely talk 862-799-9956, and we'll get it going. Let me take Jason from Arizona. Jason, talk to us, baby.
What it do, what it do.
What's up, man? Do me a favor, cut your TV down in the back just a little bit. Cool.
Already did, Coach.
Gotcha.
Already did.
All right. What's on your mind, brother?
Man, what's on my mind? Man, we in Arizona. They done came to the city.
Uh-oh.
I'm waiting, baby.
Now, what time will the game be there? 5:30? Will it start at 5:30 there?
4:30. 4:30.
4:30 there. Okay. So y'all Pacific
Yeah,
time.
4:30
Okay.
here.
Okay.
We mount.
But the game is at 7:30. How y'all gonna be 4:30?
No, we 4:30. We mountain time.
But the game start at 7:30 on Thursday?
Yes, your time 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah, my time 4:30.
All right, I'm gonna let that go. Okay. So talk to us.
So, Coach, I've been telling you. It seems like a lot of people we still skeptical of are we gonna win this game? Right? It's Ole Miss. Now we had a little so say about Ohio State. Oh, Ohio State this. They got Jeremiah Smith. Now why are we in the comments or on TV telling oh they got these receivers and this and that? Man, we don't care who they got. As long as Miami keep playing the Miami Hurricane football that we have been playing for the last 6 weeks, we have nothing to worry about. I mean, zero. What we gonna do is get past Ole Miss, and it's gonna be like a repeat of 01 when they thought Nebraska was the dogs, and they wasn't. That's what we're gonna do to Indiana, because Indiana gonna make it. They gonna make it. Yeah, but I just really called because I'm in Arizona and I'm right around the corner from the stadium, Coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I'm in there, baby.
So here's what they're saying. Tommy Cruz, a member, says, asking where all the Cane fans plan on tailgating. Do you have any of that information?
They said the west parking lot orange.
West parking lot orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the word. That's the word. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said all the Canes supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, coming together at.
Okay.
Yeah. Them boys flying in tonight, you know what I'm saying? You know, they'll be at the hotel tomorrow, you know, chilling. So, you know, I'm all around the city looking for them. I'm a little stalker this week. I'm a straight stalker looking for my boys.
It is. Well, guess what? They ain't hard to find. Shout out to your boy Street. He left I think he on a plane right now. He about 30,000 feet in those friendly skies. So I say, man, he already gonna be there. My dog is the media. He there early. The game ain't till the 8th. He there 3 days early. My dog is the media.
What I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And the weather good out here.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. So
yeah. I just wanted to call in, Coach. You know what I'm saying? To let you know, to let the Canes fans know, hey, no worries. Like I always say every week, no worries. Don't get all tightened up, man. We got this. Lay back and relax.
Listen, I got my look. I even got my Mario shirt on. Look, it's me. It's Mario. It even said Mario on the bottom.
Mario,
it's me.
Boy.
It's Mario. I even got my little medium Mario shirt on, man. Come on, man. I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Hey, when somebody asks me what's on 27th Ave, don't go on 27th Ave when y'all get out here. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Don't go over there.
Oh, well, guess what? If you're from the crib, meaning Miami, we got a 27th Ave also. So.
Oh, you do?
If you know, you know. It may not be as bad
Yeah,
as what you
no,
say.
you know then.
Now, hold on, real quick. Educate the people. People are flying into Phoenix, but the game is actually in Glendale. How far is that?
Glendale. That's right.
How far
That's
is that
right.
from Phoenix?
Oh, that's 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We got big highways out here. You know what I'm saying? So you get on the 101 to 10. You know, we wrap in a circle. You know what I'm saying? Which Phoenix sits in the middle of a highway that wraps around the whole
Like a
state. I mean, the
beltway.
whole city. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it ain't nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be rush hour because people gonna be getting off at work around that time. You know, the game at 4:30, so people's getting off at work at 1:30, from 1:30 to 5. So traffic gonna be a little tight.
Excuse me. I said this earlier. I know I'm being maybe a little biased,
What's that?
but Miami Ole Miss should have been played in Georgia, and Indiana and Oregon should have been played in Phoenix. Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. But I'm so happy because I really predicted that we were gonna come out here. So no, we doing it right, baby. The boys is in the city.
I love it.
No, they did it right. The boys is in the city. Come on out, baby. Come on to Arizona. Come on to Arizona.
I love it.
One more thing, Coach.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This is an open carry state out here. These fools are crazy.
Okay.
Just
Well,
wanna let
hold
y'all
on.
know,
Just real
they
quick before
are
I get to the
crazy.
phone line, just give us the quick rundown. Give us the don'ts first and then the do's. Don't do what
right.
when you get out. Hold on.
Don't.
Let me ask you a question. When you
Okay.
get out, when you get in the car, when you get in your rental car from Phoenix, whatever it's called, I don't know, Sky Harbor or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Sky Harbor.
When you leave the airport, don't do what first? What's the first thing you should not do? Make a left or a right?
No, you just drive. Just don't go down 27th Ave.
Okay. What's the second don't
You
do?
know,
What's the second don't do?
if you are in traffic and you feel like you're in a rush to get somewhere, don't blow your horn at nobody.
Okay.
Please don't.
Okay.
These folks will jump out and shoot your ass.
Okay.
Excuse my French.
All right. What's the third
If you're in
don't?
traffic,
What's the third don't do?
if you're in traffic, if somebody trying to get over, let them over. We move speed limit on the 101 and the 10. We move at 80 miles per hour.
Okay.
No matter what time of day.
All right.
We running 80.
All right. Now, give me the three do's. What's the first thing somebody reaching Phoenix right now, or Glendale, or whatever the area is around there, Tempe or whatever? What's the first thing you should do? Like, where should we go eat? What's the place where Kane should go take over right now, and we should go to what? Miss Mama's Greasy Spoon? Like, what? Give me a spot. I don't know.
You know, we 80% Latinos out here, so you're gonna get a lot of Mexican spots. So I must say, I was finna say Roscoe Chicken and Waffles, but it's not called Roscoe. It's called Lulu's. Lulu's Chicken and Waffles.
All right, Lulu's Chicken and Waffles. Lulu, hit me up for a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Lulu. All right.
Lulu's. Go to, you know what I'm saying, if you're in town for a little bit, go to Old Town Scottsdale. You know what I'm saying? Go to Scottsdale.
Okay, Scottsdale.
You'll feel like you'll feel like you're in Miami.
All right. So hold on, Scottsdale. Isn't that where they was waiting to exhale? Isn't that where they were in Scottsdale, Arizona? But anyway.
I don't know, they might have was. They film a lot of stuff out here in Arizona, man.
Okay. And what's the last thing? Right here, Killsboro Kane says Stacy's off the grill, good soul food.
I've never been to that one, never heard of it. It's a big place out here.
All right. And the last one, what's the last thing that you should do when you get to Phoenix, Glendale, Scottsdale, Arizona?
If you ain't never been in the mountains, take a hike, man. Go up in the mountains and take a hike. You know, it ain't like you're going to be way up in the mountains somewhere and you're going to get lost. We got plenty of mountains that you could just go up and hike on. You know what I'm saying? A nice hour hike. Go up there and get to the top and see how beautiful the valley is. You might end up seeing. That's the only thing I'm saying. The valley is beautiful.
Out of all the things I could do in Arizona, you want me to go take a hike?
Bro, that's the nature out here, man. You go take a hike. Look, I'm from the South. I'm from Mississippi. You feel me? When you go take a hike out here, bro, I'm talking about it makes you feel like free. Like sometimes you gotta go and clear your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff to do out here, which I don't do with all that nothing out here, but I'm just saying, those are some nice, beautiful nature type things you can do.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, listen, y'all shout out. Do me a favor, man. We got our own hood tour guide, Jason from Arizona. Y'all clap it up for Jason from Arizona.
Okay. I see y'all out here, man. I see my family out here. Y'all pull up.
For sure, man. All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Much love, Jason.
All right, coach.
Yeah, we on tomorrow.
All right.
Much love. All right, we're going to the next one. We got LJ in the building. LJ, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up,
Hey, man. What's going on with you, coach?
I'm good, man. Talk to me. What's on your mind, bro?
Man, I'm just happy that OJ is fine. I saw him in practice yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
OJ is back. I don't think his injury. I think it was probably a cramp or something like that. But he was in the boot, they say. But he was out there running around, so I was happy to see him. Damari Brown is gonna be back. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then Moten is gonna be back too. All right. Now I don't know how beat up Moten is, but I know he's very important to our interior pass rush. Mm-hmm. With how the D line was gassed last game. It was alarming to me that it was gassed. But I heard you say we got to play a team thing. And I know Ruben was waving them boys off, but he need not to do that. He need to let them boys trust his teammates and let that second wave get in and get exhort some energy, and you get you some Gatorade, man, and get ready to get back in there. But we need them too. Mm-hmm. I'm just, that's all I was really concerned about, because they talking about about the receivers and all that, whatever like that. I'm like, yeah, we was concerned about that, because if we don't have Damari and we don't have OJ, then we got Antoine out there. Mm. He's the next in line, because we only got two cornerbacks available after that. Right. If OJ goes down and Damari can't play, then there's only Ethan O'Connor and Xavier Lucas. And then after that is Antoine. Then we have to do something like put Keontae Scott at on the outside corner or something like that. Because I mean, that's all we got. Or put Fitzgerald at corner, because we ain't got nobody else. Mm. So that was alarming for us or whatever like that, with all these receivers that they got. But I'm happy that they playing, so it kind of relieves me a little bit, you know. But you know, like you said, we got to play. We gotta be disciplined. We got to be disciplined. It's gonna be. I feel like I'm happy about the offense, because the defense ain't. Like you said, the interior D line is real good, but I don't think the ends ain't better than Ohio State ends. Right. So, and then this is my key thing for our offense. Mm-hmm. When we go spread and we got 3 or more receivers out there, find 14 over there, because 14 is suspect. Mm. He is suspect, and if he's on the field, Carson Beck need to, whatever red, green, whatever sign, the signal you get, whoever the receiver is over 14, throw at 14. 14, he is the one you look for, the suspect one in the bunch over there on defense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whoever 14's on, we need to go after him, especially if he's on Malachi, because I don't believe they're going to be able to hold Malachi the way Ohio State did. It's going to be a Malachi game, and I feel like if you want to run off tackle, I feel like it's going to be a Pringle game if they don't snub the freshman. Get my freshman his carries, still give Mark Fletcher his carries in the A-gap. But if you're trying to go to the C and the D, Pringle need to get them carries. And I'm cool with Brown, but Brown ain't Pringle. I know what he did last game. That was his type of game. But if we gonna run off tackle, then Pringle need to get his carries. And I feel like we could throw the ball to the backs out the backfield this game. And I feel like slot receivers like Malachi should be able to the way Zachariah Branch was getting open on them last game for Georgia, and Georgia not even really a pass team. The way he was getting open on that defense, I was like, okay, Malachi can do some work over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then my final thing is what's his name? Lacey, the running back for Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
He just iced out the whole offensive line today. So I don't know what he trying to sweeten the deal with them boys or whatever like that. What that mean? But all I know is, well, we better not miss him, because if we miss him and let him get loose, boy, he is gone.
Yeah, that's why I say
gone.
And it comes between both of them, though, LJ. It comes between, I say, the top two rushers are the quarterback and him. The next rusher only got 29 carries. The third rusher on the list only has 29 carries total.
Yeah.
He got 295, right? Chambers got 170 or something, like 169 something. And the third dude got 29. So it's going to go between
the third dude is number 22. He transferred from LSU. Right. He's not really a threat like that. He's just like he's really like
bro, he got 29 carries. I don't know what he could do. I ain't gonna lie to you. He got 29
Shamar Brown.
Nah,
he played at LSU last year, though. He played at LSU last year. Lacey just way better than him. That's all.
He got 29 carries.
But he's just they get the ball to Lacey. We got to stop Lacey, like you said.
Yeah, we
got to stop Lacey.
Got to be able to lay him down, man.
But we need those DBs to be in front of to be healthy, because we don't need an Amari Brown, because they got they got about 4 or 5 receivers and that tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Naquan Wright, whatever his name is. We got man. These dudes, I love my DBs, but we gotta play. But we gonna play. I feel like we're gonna play now. We gotta, as long as them guys is healthy to play, I'm happy. I'm happy because Lucas don't travel. Xavier Lucas don't travel. He stays on one side, and that's cool for the defense. But we need guys that can travel, like OJ and Damari travel. We need them guys out there this game, so that if Chamberlain gets jiggy and he extends the play, we got guys that can run with them guys, because they got Harrison, Trey over there, number 2. We got number 1. They got number 19, the little Caden dude. They got them number 11, number 8. They got a couple of receivers, man. Couple guys. If they get the ball, man, they can do something.
Well, that's what it's gonna be, LJ. I'm about to go ahead. We're gonna, because this thing packing up right here. So I'm about to cut it.
Yep, go ahead.
We'll never get into the Discord.
All right.
This time. Much love to you, bro.
Much love.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my dog LJ in the building. All right, we rolling right now. Chi-Town, Pool, Dub City. Then we get into the callers here. Chi-Town, talk to us.
What's good, Coach? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. What's going on, brother?
Coach, we won win away from a natty at the crib, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 win away. Coach, we 1 win away, bro. I damn near cried when we beat Ohio State, bro. It was magical. But to our next victim, I feel like this game is gonna have to be Shannon Dawson putting pressure on Ole Miss early, because with that tempo, it's you're either gonna live or die by it. So say Miami's defense comes out swinging and we go up 14-0 on Ole Miss, and say our 2 scoring drives are, let's say, 5-6 minutes each. Their defense been on the field damn near the entire game, or already the first quarter. Now, at that point, their offensive coordinator has a choice. You keep going tempo and keep putting your defense out there after they keep on having to go out there. Because just as the question is, do you think Miami's defense could hold up against a tempo offense? Can their defense handle being put on the field for like say 40 minutes, 30 minutes of game time where they just can't get off the field. Because I think that as good as Georgia is, I know it's Georgia. They're one of the premier programs in college football right now. I don't think Georgia had the ability to keep themselves on the field offensively. I don't like how they called that last drive on offense, because the fact that they were throwing and gave Ole Miss that much time to drive down the field is asinine to me. Mm-hmm. I really think that if our offense is able to just keep Ole Miss defense on the field, I think that they're gonna have to make a choice on like, okay, we could go tempo every once in a while, but we can't keep going just straight air raid and keep putting our defensive players on the field. Mm. And I think that's gonna be up to Dawson, Beck, Fletcher, that O line. And I definitely think we'll be able to throw. It's not going to be like Texas A&M where the winds are 30 miles per hour, or like Ohio State where they were just letting us think and dunk, and we knew that they had really good DBs. Mm-hmm. It's going to be one of those like, hey, if we jump on them early and we start keeping their defense on the field and letting them not get a break, I definitely think that tempo is going to end up doing more harm to Ole Miss than it is where it's a benefit to them. So I'm definitely excited to see how that goes.
Well, I would say this to you, Sean. I think you brought up a lot of valid points and a very good point. Offense can't score if they're not on the field. However, there's a very fine line between keeping guys on the field. And I'm not saying this to you. I'm just making a general statement, meaning I don't want to see us so methodical. Well, that's not the right word. I want to be methodical. I don't want to see us so 3 yards in the cloud of dust, 3 yards in the cloud of dust, 3 yards in the cloud of dust, and then we get nothing out of it. I still want us to play our game. However, if it takes us 7 minutes to drive the whole field, then so be it. But I don't want us to focus on time of possession, because once you focus on time of possession, you lose focus on touchdowns. I hope that makes sense.
For sure.
And then the second thing, is to your point about tempo. Tempo doesn't help you if you're not moving the chains. If you're going 3 and out in less than a minute, only 43 seconds to run off the clock, and you already yelling punt team, that's in our favor. Now, if you're going, tempo, NASCAR, some people used to call it NASCAR, where you're going fast and you're moving the chains, constantly moving the chain, then it hurts our defense. But if you're going tempo and you coming out the field, it hurts your defense. So we got to make sure we're on that point. And that's why I say Coach Heatherman has to make sure he understands to make sure to coach up the what ifs to our defense, right? We're supposed to do this, but what if they don't? Then we do that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And the injury reports just came out. Let me see. So Kewan Lacey is probable.
Right.
Cam Franklin is questionable. Damari Brown and Ahmad Moten are both questionable, and OJ Frederick is probable. I feel like Kewan, he could change the game if you let him, but I don't know how well that shoulder is going to hold up when he keeps getting hit. Like that bounce outside may work against Georgia, but I think one thing our defense does really well is
attack.
You might get once or twice, but you're not going to just keep hitting us where, like, Corey Heatherman won't make adjustments. Right. And Miami doesn't let teams get outside of them often. Mm-hmm. Like, it takes a lot for a team to get outside. Mm-hmm. And, like, with Kewan bouncing those runs outside against Georgia, I don't think that's going to happen. Or if you do bounce it, I feel like he's going to get hit a lot more than he would like. Mm-hmm. And I definitely think that would be in our favor if our defense just every time somebody touches the ball, you make them pay for it. That's why Cardinal Tate didn't reach for that football. I think it was the fourth quarter after Jacoby right before Jacoby Thomas hit him. Mm-hmm. Is because every time somebody caught a football, they paid for it. Even if they made a positive play, they paid for it.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
I definitely think like, hey, that's fine. I think we're going to concede some yards. I feel like that's inevitable. It's Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see how bad they want it.
Right.
Because right now you have two teams that feel like they're destined to reach that national championship game.
Gotcha.
You have Ole Miss players who think Lane Kiffin left, and people counted us out. Well, we're going to keep on proving them wrong. And then you got this Miami team that's like, who is going to stop us from getting back to the crib and playing for number 6?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm.
It's definitely going to be a game where both teams really want it. And I honestly feel like this Miami team, for the players that went through 5 and 7, 7
mm-hmm.
and 5, it's a different mentality.
Gotcha.
And I definitely think like players want it more. And I know you got other calls on the line, so I'm gonna get off the line. But I definitely think it's gonna be one of those games where you either got to put up or shut up, and I think Miami gonna pull it out.
There it is, my man, Chi-Town Kane, off in the building. Appreciate you, man. We're gonna be in the Discord watching that Ole Miss. We're gonna break that down, Ole Miss Georgia game, man. Really break it down and look at it here tonight in the Discord, aka the locker room. My man.
I bet, Coach.
Yes, sir. All right, real quick. I got pool coming up, DP, then Dub City. For those that are members, you get to skip the line, but I'm getting ready to close this phone line out right here after pool. So if you don't call in, that's okay. We're gonna be in the Discord. You guys ask all the questions you want when we watch the film. So pool, talk to us. What's on your mind, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry, pool. Let me do this.
So, Coach, how you been, man?
Good. I meant to do
ahead.
this. Shout out to Malachi for the $10 on Cash App, as well as Latham for the $50 on Cash App on Friday. They put it in right at the end when we were closing. So shout out to those two guys, man, for the $50 on Latham. Says Go Canes, and $10 from Malachi for the, he says Hurricanes. Y'all clap it up for those guys. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Much love. All right, here we go. Let's rock and roll. Pooh, talk to us, man. What's on your mind, bro?
How's it going, Coach, man? I'm excited, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this matchup. Everybody seems to be worried about Trinidad James and Lacey, but that's their strengths plays into our strengths. That's how I look at it.
Said it again, though.
I said their strengths plays into our strengths. Their strength is scrambling or a mobile quarterback and a running back. We're good at stopping the run. We're good at stopping mobile quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and then on the flip side, I think our strengths plays into their weaknesses on offense. We prefer to be more physical running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They so much running more of a 3 up front and let their linebackers slow around and blitz the A-gap mostly. I've watched some of their film. They tend to send, when they see it's a run, they'll send a linebacker straight through the A-gap.
Right.
Doesn't matter if he. Yeah. But the only things I say that worry me is I ain't really worried, Coach. I ain't really worried, man. I feel like we're playing with house money right now, man. I'm just glad to make it here. I'm glad to go to the Natty.
There it is. Well, you got to win this game, definitely, man. So we win this ball game. We'll see. We'll definitely see what it is, man. I'm just excited for what's going on, what's here. And like I say,
defense wins championship.
I can't go to sleep fast. I can't go to sleep fast enough, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't go to sleep fast enough.
Man, I went to work today and thought it was Tuesday, man. Come find out it was Monday, but I was upset.
I love it, man. Yeah. Like I said, we'll be in the Discord, man. You got access, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Real quick, LMV. I saw LMV in the building. Y'all give a shout out to the producer, LMV. Throw the Discord link up there if you don't know. LMV. She is the real MVP of this channel. She keep this thing rocking and rolling, man, like a well-oiled machine. I'm just behind the wheel, but she down there, she got her wrench. You know what I'm saying? Making it happen. But yeah, we're gonna have the Discord link in there. You guys come in, we're gonna definitely chop it up and talk some ball in there, man. So all right, Pooh, let me rock and roll, man. And we're gonna try to get these calls. I got about 7 calls on the line, trying to get up out of here.
Yeah, man. I was trying to keep it short and sweet. I know you got traffic back there, but I'm fine.
Good. All right. My man. Pool in the building, baby. I'm gonna lock this.
The conference has been locked.
Coach, have you been out there at Costco's out there at Claremont? Surely have. I surely have, my brother. I've frequent that place a lot. They also have a cane juice supplier store attached to it. I frequent that place as well, if you know what I'm saying. The cane juice ingredient store is right next to it, or attached to it, actually. Yes, sir, 100%. There you go. LMV done threw it in there. Y'all go check that out. Make sure y'all get in there. We're gonna make it happen here. All right, we got I think it was DP was next. DP, what's up, baby?
What it do, Coach? What's good, baby? How you feeling? And happy New Year to you, my dog.
I feel good, man. I appreciate it. Also, I got your message. Shout out to Michael Yo from Comics on Canes. I believe he followed me back on Twitter today, so hopefully we can make something happen. I know I was watching this. It's funny. I was watching that show when he said it. I was going to leave a
comment. So you was watching it also, bet. I was like, yeah, I ain't know if you were watching it or not. I'm like, man, I gotta let my dog know, man.
No. What happened? I didn't see the part where he said it. He was just on there talking, and then I saw your message come through on Discord. And when I got ready to type on the show to say something to him, I got a phone call, important call, so I had to jump off right quick. But I believe he followed me back on Twitter. He may have DM'd me, but I saw it pop up. But yeah, we're gonna definitely link up, man. We'll definitely link up.
Yes. Yeah, that's real. I'm gonna love to see that, man. I'm gonna love to see that, Coach. Sure. But Coach, man, with the Ole Miss game, dog, I think we really benefit from having some older guys on our defensive line, man. Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesero, they seen a lot of ball, man. And like you said, they set up that mouse trap very perfect, man, because I think they don't see a lot of football. They know how certain stuff look when the offensive lineman going to give them those tendencies to let them know what the play could possibly be. And I think that's what's helping us a lot, too. And Amar Moore seen a lot of ball, and also David Blade. Toure also seen a lot of football. We dealing with some guys that have played a lot of football. And you could say throw Wesley Bassane in there, too. We got some older players mixed in with some young guys that, helping this thing, mold together.
I mean, yeah, Wesley Bassane been a 4-year starter pretty much for the most part. I mean, if he,
you feel me?
He done seen more football. I think he's Mario Cristobal's first pickup. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, in that being, with all that being said, if you look at it at the very end of the day, all that stuff being said, I think you bring up another good point. And think about it, how much experience we have out there on the football
field,
mixed in with some young cats. I can agree.
And then, and when I watch the Georgia game, like when you watch it live, you'll be like, oh, man, Ole Miss looking kind of serious. But if you watch the game back, you will see how Georgia shot themselves in the foot a lot. And I also think Georgia defensive line, their youth, kind of, got them, out of their pass rush lane and got them kind of undisciplined. And that's how Trinidad was able to take advantage of them also. And the wide receivers eating, but I don't think that young man is going to be able to get away from Ruben Bain and Mesero all night long, though. But I do respect their offense. Their offense is high tempo, and they'll get after you. But I think the key to shutting down their offense, or at least limiting them, is stopping Lacey. I think everything runs through Lacey. Once they get him going, I think that's when their offense really get going.
Listen, 100%. I will say this. I don't want to sound crazy, but we have to bring a fifth guy with speed. I don't think that Ruben Bain and Mesidor can run with Chainless one-on-one. I'm not saying every play because I know y'all like, but he did once. Relax. I'm talking about we have to bring a guy that can cut him off, right? Now, if he stays in that box and if he stays in that bubble, his ass is grass. Excuse my French.
Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble because I don't know if that O-line gonna be able to hold up for 4 quarters. Because honestly, even though they won the Georgia game, they still gave up 30 points. And the last time they played Georgia, they gave up over 30 points. Right. The defense have shown that they will allow a team to score some points. Mm-hmm. So Miami got to take advantage of what the defense gives them. And I also feel like this game is really more so on Miami's shoulders to, get that monkey off their back, that Fiesta Bowl curse, that 0-4 and turn it to 1-4, you feel me? We got to make sure we execute at a high level and dominate, you feel me? Because honestly, we have been lucky that the referees have been letting us play football. In the Texas A&M, the Ohio State game, the referees been really letting us play in those games. So we gotta only hope that the referees will show love this game also and let these teams go out there and play some football and don't throw some fugazi flags.
I'll say this: they've been doing that in all the games. I think they've been told to, like, look, bro, just spot the ball, start the play clock, stop the play clock, call touchdown.
Yeah.
Unless it's just openly blatant. They flags been in their pocket, and I can appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, they were holding Ruben Bain, but we got away with some as well, and they even swapping. So much love to you, dog, DP. As always, dog. I appreciate you letting people know where they can find you, and we're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna be in the Discord here in a second.
Most definitely, I'm gonna hop in that thing with y'all, man. Y'all come show me love at Down Page Talking Sports with DP, man. Appreciate you for the love, coach, man. Hey, it's been a long time coming, but we finally here, baby. Yeah. We got 2 more games to get it done, man. We can be able to be proud wearing our Cane gear, and we don't got to hear nobody talking about, oh, why you got that on? Because we champions, baby. That's why. It's all about the You Go Canes, baby.
We can finish the show right now. I'm loving it, DP. I'm loving it. Y'all go check out DP in the building, man. Hey, I don't know who Jet Johnny is, but y'all keep giving him the work. Huh? In the words of what's my man name, man? Not Murder Move. What's the dude name, man? URL TV. He about to get this work. Oh my God, what's his name? Loaded Lux. Give him that Loaded Lux. Hey, whoever that is, Jet Johnny, give him that work, dog. Y'all keep giving him that work. Hey, but no plumbing. I don't know, Lloyd. I've done a little bit of plumbing in my life, though. Right there, XRP plumbing. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Just a little bit of plumbing. I done cleaned out a couple pipes. Oh, Jesus, help me. I'm loving it. Leon said, my mom not let me call it because my dad isn't here. Y'all clap it up for Leon. 2034. Oh, man. Hey, but look at the emojis. That's what makes it so funny. Look at the emojis. He hot. Hey, man, we got us a dude right now. All right, here we go. Dub City. What's up with you, baby?
What up, coach?
I'm good. Talk to me, man. What's up with you? Anything is everything.
Yeah, I just want to say just a little couple, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 little things. But first I'm gonna say, man, you got to give a shout out to Steve Kim. Steve Kim be talking about you all the time, man. Like that's on other shows and stuff.
Hold up, let's do that now. Like, shout out to Steve Kim. Talk to her. What show you on? JB and them?
Yeah, he be doing that and some other shows and stuff. And I was trying to tell you this a couple of weeks ago, and stuff. And I was saying it in the chat, and stuff. But yeah, he always be shouting at you. He be like, man, you want to watch some some real stuff on football? Go watch Coach Hayes. You know what I'm saying? He be saying like that type of stuff, because everybody just be doing, be doing stuff but don't really know football. They just be talking.
Yeah, that's my
and stuff. But he be like, man, you be the realest, and stuff. But I just wanted to say that, and I got a couple questions for you or whatever.
Okay.
Because see, I watched a couple different, like Joey Sagaway, and all of them, and they be talking about
Joey,
how Ole Miss gonna do the up tempo stuff like SMU and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, actually I think you even said it or whatever earlier, but how that'll give us problems and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But one thing people got to understand with that, in the SMU game, we didn't have we didn't have the whole defense there. So of course we look, kind of raggedy and stuff. But think about it like this right here too. Georgia dealt with the same stuff. You can't you telling me our defense is not better than Georgia's? Georgia didn't have no pass rushes and stuff like that. But you see, they were still sitting there in the game the whole entire time. So yeah, no, it's Joey's Sagaway, not Gagaway. Yeah, Gag too. Yeah, he be gagging on shit too. But
hold on. Who is Joey Sagaway? He got a show? He do a podcast?
Joey Galloway punk ass. I mean
Galloway. I'm thinking you talking about somebody else. You said Joey. Okay,
change his last name.
I didn't know that.
Change his last name.
Joey Sagaway. Okay, Joey Galloway. Yes, I knew you talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, you messed me up.
But I think we should be I think we should be pretty good. And like I said, I understand the up tempo might get us and stuff, but I still think at the end of the day, man, it's all about adjustments and Heatherman know what he's doing so far this year. So I got more faith in him than I do, with Trinidad, you know what I'm saying, in their offense. Cause like I said, like it's not like they didn't come close to getting beat by a couple other teams this year. So we're not even worried about that mess, man. Georgia just wasn't what people thought they was. Right. And that's just the truth. Gotcha. Like if you look at Georgia, look at Georgia defensive line, right? They only had 20 sacks. Miami got 12 sacks in 2 games in the playoffs. So that just tell you that Georgia team wasn't what the other Georgia team was, you know what I'm saying, like years before. But anyway, that's that on that. But I gotta I want to say this because you didn't actually put this on the good, bad, and ugly, right? When Carson Beck ran and got that first down, in which it clearly was a first down. Even the announcer said it was a first down and they can't change it because you can't even see the ball. But when the referee actually got on TV and explained it, he said, well, his knee was short of the marker. Well, his knee is not where the ball is at, and they changed it, right? So, but anyway, that's about all I got. And also everybody was sitting there talking about that holding call on Bain. And it was like, and I was saying like they didn't hold Bain, but they damn sure held 11 and still probably holding him because they turned that man all the way around in the circle. The center and the guard was blocking him in the middle of the field. What? They had that man. They had that man out there dancing on that holding call where they called. Everybody said they called it on for them holding Bain. They didn't hold Bain. But they damn sure was holding that number 11.
Say it ain't so.
Shoot. But anyway, that's all I got, Coach, man. E. Brown I got on the phone with E. Brown earlier, man, and he walked me through how to join the Discord. I had the wrong email on the Discord and stuff like that, but I'm finally in there. So I promise you I act on my best behavior in there. Because I know, this is really going to be about real football talk, and stuff. I might get on here and climb a little bit, and it's just for entertainment.
Here's what I will say about the Discord. Listen, it's free for all. You know what I mean? No, we ain't crazy, but we got a couple 4 letters. It's rated R. Put it that way.
I know it. I know I can talk nasty, but I just don't want to do it. I gotta. Everybody got to get used to me first, which they should be already used to me. But you know what I mean. But yeah, good job, Coach. Keep doing your thing, man. And you and V12 owe me an apology. You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about that apology lately, man. And I hope y'all see what I was saying, a while ago when I said, man, this team remind me of them. Them 01 Kings, man. Like when y'all told me I was crazy and didn't know what I was talking about, and I'm like, man, y'all don't see it. I see it, man. I see it. But y'all owe me an apology. But you can't give me one without V12 on the line with you, because both of y'all need to do it.
Sir, I still hate to bust your bubble. Don't equate winning Just because we win it, don't equate that with the 0-1 Hurricanes in talent.
No, Coach. I'm not saying talent. I say it reminds me of.
Okay.
Reminds me. Let me ask you a question. What team have reminded you a team?
No.
You know, since back then that Miami had.
That's like you saying, I remind you of Denzel Washington with my looks.
No, Coach, that don't make sense.
Exactly. That's my whole
That don't
point.
make sense.
Appreciate you.
Exactly. But what I'm saying,
that's my
Coach,
whole point.
No, Coach, you can't. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. If we have not had a team to remind us of a 0-1 team since this year, then this the team that reminds you of that team. Because guess what? We trying to do and doing the same thing that the 0-1 team did.
Pilo,
that don't make sense.
Yes, it does. It definitely does. Let me rock.
But anyways, yeah, go ahead and rock and roll. I see you in the Discord already. I'm already in there, you know, and stuff right there waiting so I can get my cussing on. But much love, go Kings. We got this. 31 Miami, 17 Ole Miss, because it ain't no Ole Miss, it's Ole Miss.
I like that.
But anyway, that's all I got, Coach.
All right, Ole Miss, Ole Miss. I love it. All right, much love, Doug. All right, we got Pilo. What's up? Why? Still wait. Hey, we got to get the song together, Pilo. Come on now. Working on it, man. If I got to come make a cameo, I'm going to be down there for the Natty. So if we got to film some of it in the stadium, let's go, Pilo. Let's go, dog. Listen, I just thought about this right now. If I got to film some of it, if I got to do a cameo in that thing, me and you, for the video shoot or whatever, let me know. I'm in there like Joey Sagaway. I'm coming to 6970. Give me 1 second. Pilo says, don't worry, Carl. I've been saying this team is better than the old team since September, and everybody been wanting to fight me. Damn, Pilo. I don't know if I can agree with that, dog. I don't know if I can agree with that, Pilo. The 0-1 team, think about it, brother. I love you like a play cousin, dog. But, oof. I don't know. It's tough love right there. All right, 6970, real quick. Just let everybody know. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like, share, subscribe button, notification bell. We on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Twitter. Hey, Drew. He said he can't call in because dad ain't home, man. What's going on, man? Yeah, I got it locked down because we're going into the Discord, Rocky. We're going to the Discord to break down the Ole Miss Georgia game. So if I keep the lines open, I'll never get off of here, dog. Never. All right, 6970 on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Hey, Coach, it's Bobby.
Oh, Bobby, what's up, baby?
What's going on? Let's go, Canes Nation.
Man, y'all do me a favor. Real quick. Y'all clap it up for Bobby T.
I love Canes Nation, by the way. I mean, you guys are family. This is, I'm only 31. So last time, when did I start getting my consciousness in college football? Unfortunately, it was literally the year after the Fiesta Bowl loss in the national championship to the Ohio State University.
Right.
Well, bitch, we got that revenge back.
That's what I'm talking
And now these Canes are in my football consciousness.
Yes, sir.
Right? These are memories I'm going to remember.
Yes, sir.
I am sick and tired, and this fan base is sick and tired of being in college football purgatory.
Yes,
the job ain't finished.
Yes, sir.
I'm very well conscious of that. And I'm not coaching this team. I ain't playing for this team. I ain't an assistant on this team. So I'm going to talk my talk because I've been in purgatory with this team since 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I've been in purgatory with this team. All I've known is mediocrity as a Canes fan.
Okay.
You know, Coach, you've been around a lot longer to know what a real Miami Hurricanes team is supposed to do. What's that expectation? What that standard is. And when you're mired in mediocrity for such a long time, you get used to it. You get used to that expectation. And I'm on my night run / walk right now. So am I clear right now, or you guys can hear me?
You sound great. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I went to this Texas A&M game. I think you did as well. You actually went to Kyle Stadium.
Yeah, where were you,
Kyle
man?
Field.
Oh man, I wish we could have.
I was in the 200 section. It wasn't the actual tickets that they gave out. Part of the season ticket holders or whoever.
Bobby,
whatever that was.
I was in the tie Jesus tennis shoes section. That's how high up that we were. I could tie Jesus.
When I tell you,
shoes, bro.
These fans were too damn nice to talk shit to. I couldn't talk shit to a Texas A&M fan. I'm sitting there having food with them. They're like, damn, y'all team like is real. Like, yo, it's a real competitive matchup here. I'm like, to be honest with you, I was showing up with a little respect and holding my tongue because I didn't know how we were gonna show up. Right. And y'all are too country nice to talk shit to. So I'm talking shit to Ohio State fans that don't even exist yet. When we had I was booking my ticket to the Cotton Bowl when Malachi had done that jet sweep and scored that TD. I'm like, I gotta book this ticket but I'm holding my tongue. I'm looking up in the air. I'm like, do we actually get there? And then they drive down the field, and everybody knows how the story ended. We've got that pick in the end zone. Mm-hmm. But you brought up Torrey. Mm-hmm. On all the crap that this fan base has spoken about Torrey, we could talk about the head coach. We could talk about Cristobal. We could talk about the last time I called into your show was after that Louisville loss, if you remember. And I told this fan base, hold the faith. And then I called in after that SMU loss, and I said, you know what? And I'll be a prisoner of the moment. And I said, is this baby Butch Davis we have coaching our team? Uh-oh. He just can't call the plays, but he can recruit the talent. We have to trust the process, guys. We've been in purgatory for 22, 23 years. You don't steer a ship away from a glacier, right? It takes time to move a program with this amount of tonnage behind it and history and prestige and expectation, right? Everything that you've heard in these Mario Cristobal interviews where he's like, I don't want to hear about the U's back. The U's here. And the U's got a lot of work to still to be done. I want to hang our hat, though, on the physicality of this program. That's not something that's seasonal, that changes game to game. When you impose your will on these lines of scrimmage, primarily from a defensive line, and we have the O-line to talk about as well. But this D-line, the way this defense has turned itself around, and I know I'm probably over my time, Coach, so I apologize. Mm-hmm. This defense is real. There is nothing fugazi or seasonal or game-to-game about this defense. I can securely say we walk through any O-line we face going forward, right? I know everybody in Canes Nation saw that Alabama FSU game. If you're even knowledgeable, you saw how Alabama played Auburn in that Iron Bowl. They ain't it. All this bragging about Indiana, I respect Indiana as an opponent. There ain't no shot. Ruben Bain, Mesidor, and even our baby D tackles, relative baby D tackles, relative to what our ends are, right? They can't hold our jock strap. We run through that O-line. They got a great coach. They got a great coach team. Mm-hmm. We got guys. We got dudes on this defense. And to see Keontae Scott step up throughout the entire course of this year and to put a cap on it in a pick six against the offense of this college football season, Jeremiah Smith, we got him so far in his own mentality, that dude might transfer to Miami. I'm gonna cap this for anybody who knows South Florida recruiting. I went to St. Thomas Aquinas, and I was originally from Michigan, so I didn't really know South Florida football like that, like some of y'all know it from a Pop Warner standpoint, from a growing up standpoint. And one of the people who was in the class prior to my freshman year at St. Thomas was a gentleman by the name of Major Wright. And unfortunately, it's a Florida Gator reference. But, Coach, I want you to play this video on YouTube. Major Wright explains what it was like to play a home game national championship against Oklahoma. And I'll let the clip explain it. If you can't watch that clip and tell me that if we get past Ole Miss, however it gets done, blowout, close game, however you call it. We get past them, and these guys are now at the Hard Rock playing Oregon, which got a storyline in and of itself, or playing Indiana, who we're going to be an underdog and doubted playing. You can't tell me these boys don't get up for that game and show out in front of a crowd they know is theirs. They're going to show up as either an underdog in front of people that know them, and they're going to take personal responsibility for. They will dominate. And watch that clip of Major Wright on the situational mentality, the situational decision making that he had to do. Like, do I go for this pick or do I knock this mofo out?
Mm-hmm. No, I know exactly.
I want that Canes team.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Major Wright was on that St. Thomas versus Lakeland state championship team when they played at the Hard Rock, aka I still call it Joe Robbie. Outside of my state championship, like the one I coached, that had to be the best state championship high school game I ever seen. Doing like 7 overtimes and some craziness. Wasn't it George Smith, I believe, was the head coach at St. Thomas at the time. I believe that's
George Smith.
Holy smoke, what a fun! That's when that was Chris Rainey. The Pouncey twins were on the Lakeland team. Ahmad Black was on that team. All of those guys, and I had never heard of Major Wright.
Yep.
But in that game, all I heard was this is how it sounded. Blah! Major Wright on the tackle. That's all you heard. Blah! Major Wright on the tackle. We like, who is 21, bro? Who is number 21, dog?
He literally explains it in the video, and you know what? I'm just gonna say, I don't want your video to get copyrighted. But he literally explains that this guy Sam Bradford throws up this pass, and I see it, and I could have easily went for that ball, but then I look down and I see him, and I want him. I want him to feel my lethality. I'm paraphrasing the last part here. Yeah. I want him to feel me. I want to impose this team on you. We ain't messing around with you. And I'm going to let you know through this tackle. And it's a different physicality of football back then, right? I mean, he probably gets thrown out the game for targeting if he does that crap now.
He might get thrown out of 7
I want
games.
that mentality.
Do it like that.
That's the mentality we want. And you can't tell me watching that Mesidor sack on saying where he throws his ass down, right? That's not the mentality of this defense.
Right. All of it.
We got to stop fumbling this ball. We got to stop fumbling this ball haphazardly on our skill positions on offense, because that ain't going to fly.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's a trend. It's going to take one turnover against a well-coached Indiana team that could call the difference of a win or a loss in a national championship game. As much as we're talking about all this hype, playing in the crib, playing for the crib, all this crap, yeah, it could be Malachi Toney, the difference maker of this entire season. It could be the Mark Fletcher, the quintessential leader of this year's Canes team and next year's, because he's coming back. It could be the game, literally, that falls out of one of those two persons' hands. You've seen it in this playoff run. Let's not be delusional with each other. They have both proven to fumble this bag.
Yes, sir.
They cannot do that.
They can't. And guess what? The beauty of it happened. And the beauty of it,
yes,
it didn't hurt us. So they understand the repercussions of it. They understand what it is. But I'm gonna tell you this. One thing I would say about Malachi, as you go up that ladder, the players get a lot stronger and they're hitting a lot harder. So you got to be a little bit more cautious of that brown ball, because the game evolves around that little brown ball. Everything that we do, the millions of dollars that's being spent, is evolved around that ball.
Has he turned 18 yet?
Yeah, he did during the season, early part of the season, maybe 3rd or 4th week of the season.
So, I know everybody likes to highlight the fact that he's a reclassified freshman. He should technically have been in high school at some point when he was actually here at UM. But like, we still got to also bake that into the cake. I'm watching him go up against, who's that safety that transferred from Alabama to Ohio State? What's the guy's name? He was number 2 in the
you talking about Caleb Downs?
Fiesta, or in the bowl.
Talking about Caleb Downs.
Yeah, Caleb Downs. I'm watching his bicep. It's like the size of Malachi's helmet. I'm like, what? If Caleb Downs gets even a hand on this man, he might break an ankle. And then you see the fumbles go down, or you saw the fumble. I don't know if Downs was involved in that tackle against Malachi, where he fumbled and recovered his own fumble. But I'm like, are we just going to find ourselves 1 year short on this thing, where it's just like we just don't have the physicality yet? But then watching this defense cover up for certain things on the offense, and watching the offense muster up the strength to actually overcome, like you said, we got it, man. We got it. Stay focused. Canes Nation, believe in this team. Support this team. If you haven't, canesconnection.com, drop $20 a month. Drop what you can afford to do, right? Because when these boys come out of this championship run, they're going to get every bit of dollar from these bowl games, these bowl game wins for a fact from the ACC. But you better believe we won't be the reason why they can't afford a player.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. So support your team, please.
We here for it. We here for it, man. No, Bobby T, as always, man.
All right.
Hit me up, man. We got to
thank you guys.
And then you going to Phoenix?
So I'm not going to go to Phoenix, but I've already booked the game, the national championship ticket with ticket insurance. So I'm going to close my eyes.
Yes, sir. You got to burn the ships, Bobby. No insurance. Burn the ships. We going straight ahead.
I will tailgate though. So if you're going to be out there, whether you're in the stadium or outside the stadium, let's link up. Let's get crazy. Because when I left that Texas A&M game, I let them know we won that game.
Yes,
I was in my little rental car with the top down, playing "It's All About the You." I mean, if you could probably find some crazy reel about me. I was all over these fans to the point where they probably became secondary Miami fans because they love the song so much, or they ain't nothing about Miami that they like anymore because of me. So I'm all belligerent with this crap.
I heard that, man. All right, y'all, Bobby T, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, buddy. Hey, and thank you for those donos too.
God bless.
Thank you, brother. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yep. Bye-bye.
For those that don't know, Bobby T in the building. Y'all won't hear. Bobby T blessed us, man. Y'all clap it up. He hit us with about $300 Let's go, Bobby T. Bobby T dropped them. When you see the red donos, that mean they for real donos. And them things were bright red for a long time. All right, we got two callers left, 8848, then 2896. 8848. Call and talk to us.
What's up, Coach?
What's going on? Who we talking to?
It's the MF Mass Man Kane fan, Mario, man.
All right, talk to us, man. What's going on, Mario? What's up with you?
Yo, I was gonna tell you about that Michael Yo thing too, man. He said he want to link up with you and stuff, man. I like black business like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely check him out. He hit me on Twitter. I mean, I saw the notification come in, says he followed me back. I followed him on Twitter, but for some reason you can't talk to each other unless you follow each other. So yeah, we in good shit. We in communication. So we gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I heard him talking about you and stuff, man. He said he wanted to do some business with you. And it'll be a beautiful thing to see you and him and Coach Coop, all of y'all get up and we do that Miami thing, man, and let them know what's happening.
Yes, sir. I'm all for it, man. We'll definitely make it happen, though. So what's on your mind, brother?
All right, well, Coach, I just want to say this here about, don't it seem like when Miami beat Ohio State that like it amped up everybody else? All the games seem to like people like this real now. You know what I mean? Like we got to come out there and do our damn things now and stuff. I feel like that when we played Ohio State and we gave them that business, everybody's like, okay, this ain't a game. Now we got to all turn up. I seem like all the little, beside them, that fake, that's Alabama, and was all they showed is they shouldn't have been there in the first place. But I feel like all the other teams really like amped up and showed their ass. You know what I mean?
For sure. 100%.
I feel like we raised the level for everybody. And what I feel like on this here, what we got to do we on offense, we got to be more consistent. And when we get a chance to score, we need to put touchdowns on that scoreboard. We can't be getting getting down there and then getting pushed back where we not even able to make the field goal.
100%.
You know, and we can't go for that, man. We too close. We too close. We smelling it right now and stuff. I want to in a little while be. I've been a Cane fan since '84, so I don't see the good and the bad
and
stuff like that. But I want to go to just like I love what I love what Mario said. It ain't about being back. We here.
Yeah.
Now we want to not just congratulate. Yeah, you always want to appreciate what you don't do, but you always want to be better. And I love how Mike go down on the field and he's trying to teach them boys that first you become winners and then you become champions. And there's a process for that. You have to go through this right now. You have to go through this right now to get where they're at. Them boys already champions. I want to see Malachi with that ring on his finger so can always walk around as the little legend he is. I think that boy a legend and stuff. But lately they've been peeing off on him. And I think we need to come up with something that since they're so concentrated on him, that it should be where we can go to some of the tight ends or something. It's something else we can shake this up with. But still, I love like what dude just said. We got to clean up these fumbles. We got to make sure Beck don't come in, be scared and throw no interception. We got to be ready.
I'm ready for it, bro. I can tell you that straight up. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready
for it. I'm ready for it. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna go to sleep right now.
I ain't want to keep you all night. I just like to say, I just want to say, I love your program.
I appreciate it.
Anything that's repping to you, I love it, man. I'm hoping maybe we can do this thing and maybe get the Hard Rock and get over there and see everybody and get to feel that, because it's been years since we've been back here. So I just want to enjoy it all and stuff. But I want them boys to take it, like you say, one game at a time.
Yes, sir.
And understand and get some enjoyment out of the process. But understand, you're too close to lose now.
1,000%.
You could be tired later after you hold that natty up in your home.
Yes, sir.
In your house.
Yes, sir.
Hold that natty up.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We balling, boy. That's all I want to say,
man. We balling, boy. Yes, sir. I love it. I can't wait, man.
Balling. All right, Coach Hayes, man. You be blessed. And it's all about you, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Great call right there, man. Appreciate it all the way from here. We got 2896 on the line. About to make this thing happen. Let me see here. All right, here we go. 2896 on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You're the last one tonight. Make it a good one, my man.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on with your boy? It's your boy John, South Carolina. I'm back on again.
Okay. So talk
What's
to me,
good
John.
with you, man? What's good with you?
I'm good, man. Excited. We're about to go into Discord here. The link has been pinned to the top of the comments. So y'all go check that out, man. 379 people in the building and counting. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. We'll be over there. Give me a few minutes after I log out. I got to shut stuff down and get stuff up. But we'll be over there. Y'all can start the chat and everything else in there. And we'll have a good time. John, talk to us, man. What's on your mind about all these games? Ole Miss, Miami, Indiana, Oregon. Talk to me.
So the way I look at it, right? So I look at it, it's going to be, first of all, I think we could not have asked for better matchups in the semifinals. I think we're going to see some really good games, I believe, or whatnot. When I look at these teams, I look at like 4 different distinct styles, right? Okay. And like, you know how they always say styles makes fights. So like, for example, when you look at the Oregon versus Indiana game, when I look at Indiana, I think of a team that's like very surgical and precise about what they do. And then when I look at Oregon, I look at a team that,
you know, they're precise, but they're not as precise. But I think they have a little bit more creativity to their game than Indiana. So that one's going to be very interesting to see, you know, what prevails. Is it going to be like the military, you know, the military style of Indiana, or is it going to be like the mercenary style of Oregon? And then when I look at Miami versus Ole Miss, I look at it as, you know, you got a team that's, you know, like a hit and run team that like to, you know, go fast, he shoot quick and fast and all that good stuff, versus a team that is like a brute force. You know, they're going to impose their will no matter what. So that's going to be a very interesting, you know, matchup on both games. I can't wait to see it. I got Miami winning, of course. I'm close to the 31-17 score. It could be a little bit closer than that, you know, whatnot. But, you know, I got Miami winning that, and I got them playing Indiana. I think Indiana, at the end of the day, I think they execute at a much higher level than Oregon does. So I got that going on. When it comes to the Miami game, I'm looking forward to see Marquise Lightfoot in passing situations. Yes, I think he's the one defensive end that has the athleticism and the speed to help contain Chambliss, you know, as he's scrambling. What you think about that one?
Yes, but I still think we got to bring some of that secondary pressure. I still think the Keontae Scott, the Jacoby Thomas, the Poyser, those guys have to come in, because here's why I'm saying it's important. I always used to tell our player, you don't have to make the tackle to make the play. And it's the same concept. Just because of their presence, their speed and agility and open field tackling capabilities, as long as he's thinking, he ain't throwing. I hope that makes sense. If I'm thinking about trying to get past this dude, now you got to remember, now the Banes come and all this. But foot for foot speed, this is no slight. This is just the reality of it. Chambliss is faster than Ruben Bain foot for foot. It is what it is. We're talking about when you get outside the pocket here. So how do you help that? You bring speed from different angles. You may even bring an O.J. Frederick from off the corner. You may bring a dude from the field side and set the mousetrap. There's 1,001 ways to skin a cat, and everything that you do on the football field is not a stat. And I want people to understand this. Everything that happens on the football field is not going to go into the stat book, but it's just as valuable as a stat. I hope all this makes sense. Some of the stuff that you don't see, and when I say you, I'm speaking in general, to the general fan, they don't understand how the magic trick happened. They just know the rabbit came out the hat. You get what I'm saying? They don't know the assistant is under there putting the hat through the. You get what I'm going? And that assistant is just as important as the magician pulling the rabbit out the hat. But they don't get the credit for it, and vice versa. So that's what I'm trying to get people saying. That's what I want to get to when I get to this game right here, the Georgia Ole Miss game. I hope they got the whole game up, because I really want to go. I want to be a real stickler tonight. If y'all got time on a Monday night, let's see if y'all some real Cane fan. Coach, I can't stay up late. I got to go to work. Well, so do I.
Well, I'll say this. And I ain't going to stay on long because I know you got Discord to do. I will say this. I do feel confident about us winning the game. I don't think it's going to be, the easiest of wins, but I do feel that we should win fairly, fairly convincingly, in my opinion. And I understand their ability to make plays, is going to make it somewhat tough. But I think at the end of the day, I trust our team's ability to win the trenches over his playmaking ability, because I believe the way we win is much more sustainable than the way that Ole Miss wins. Mm-hmm. And so it's only but so much magic you can have, especially when your offensive line can't hold up against, the front four of a Miami Hurricane. I think that's really going to be the difference in the game. Mm-hmm. And I do agree with you. I do believe that we do need to bring some blitzes off the edges to keep them if for no other reason. to collapse the pocket and keep him contained and make him a pocket passer. I do think that he's, when I look at his numbers, he's fairly accurate, but he's not the most accurate. And I think what we'll see is you'll probably see the same thing you saw at Texas A&M game, where he gets uncomfortable and he starts missing a lot of high throws. He starts missing throws high, missing it to the left, to the right. And with this defense, with the way that we have ball hawks in the back, you got Scott, you got Thomas, and you got Fitzgerald from time to time. If you have an errant throw, especially over the middle, it is a good chance it's going to be a turnover going the other way.
1,000%.
And so I think that's going to be the difference in the game. I think he's going to get some passing yards, but I think it's going to be the same thing, just like, with A&M. They got passing yards, but they couldn't run the ball. And all it takes is one or two throws, one or two plays, and you're way behind the 8 ball. And then now you're a one-dimensional team. So that's how I look at that game. And then for Indiana, like I said, I just think that they just find a way to out-execute Oregon. I think that's going to be back and forth as well. I got that one going 20. I really don't even have it in the 20s. I got it like 20 to 23, somewhere around there. I think it will be somewhere in that nature.
Yeah, I'll just say this quickly to your point. Marshawn Lynch said it best. Can no man keep taking that over and 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 over again without it affecting his game? As a quarterback, you are so vulnerable because your eyes have to be focused downfield. You don't have a chance to turn your head to look to see where a guy's coming from. You have to truly trust your O-line can block that guy. And like I said, when you're getting hit like this repeatedly, and not only if it's a sack, even if they almost get there, those hits and those, not a hurry, but those hits take a toll. But those hurries are fat worthy as well too, because it speeds up his clock. So the quarterback, if you're not mentally strong, I'm telling you, too many people can't take that pressure, man. Just the harassment of these guys. And we ain't talking about small body guys. You're not getting tackled by a linebacker. We're talking about 270, 285-pound dudes trying to break your whole clavicle. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from. And then from the Indiana perspective, I think you're 100% right. I think that Indiana is a technically and fundamentally sound football program that doesn't have as much talent as the teams going forward. But their buy-in, their belief to whatever Kurt Cignetti's selling over there in Indiana, they bought it lock, stock, and barrel. And they're for it. That doesn't mean they can't lose this game. I don't think they lose this game. I think all of these games are going to be close because the closer you get to the top, the harder it is to get to the top. So that's where I am with that, man.
All right. Well, hey, we're going to see what happens, man. I appreciate you taking the call, man.
No problem. All right, man. Well, let me try to get up off of here. It's already 10:30. I said an hour. We already had 2 hours. So with that being said, man, thanks so much, though, John. Thank you, brother. Uh-oh, did I lose him? I guess so. All right. So with all that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. We did 2 hours, a way hour and longer than I wanted to. The Discord link is up here at the top in the chat. So it's pinned to the top, excuse me. So with all that being said, thank y'all. Much love to everybody in the building. We'll be back tomorrow at 8:30. Give me about 5 minutes or so to get this all set up, and we'll jump straight in. And yes, Dub, you could talk in the Discord. So you could talk if you want to talk. All right? Don't mean I can't mute you now. Peace. Man, thank God E. Brown didn't call in tonight. We've been here for another 2 hours listening to that dude pontificate. Well, 40s, scores and years ago, my ancestors came on the James River. Get that crap out of here, man. Go Canes.